Good morning. It is cold and foggy and rainy. The rain is currently not coming down right now, so that's nice. I need to tell the story of last night, but I'm not going to do that right now because my hand is freezing as I'm holding this phone. I've gone a few miles. I should get to Thornton Gap, which is the big gap that leads to Luray, one of the main exits through Shenandoah National Park. I didn't camp near water. There was no water at the shelter last night unless I went farther down the trail and then 0.4 off the trail, and it was already really late. So I just have like a tiny bit of water left. I never like to run completely out of water. I always leave a little bit. So I have water on me, but I haven't had enough water today. Last night I didn't have water to make dinner, and I didn't have water to make coffee this morning. So it was 3 miles from the shelter to Thornton Gap where I can get more water without going off trail a lot, because there should be spigots. But right now Far Out's being super weird, and none of the comments, there's just no comments under anything right now. So it's like, I don't even know if the spigot is off or on. And yeah, I'm just feeling like, I don't know what happened, if they like updated the app or something. So I'm hoping that there's water there. If there's not water there, I don't know what I will do. I will not have a good day if I don't have coffee. I definitely like it so much that I need it. Most days I'm just sensitive, so I will probably get a headache and be super tired all day if I don't have any coffee. Anyway, my hands are freezing. It was really hard to get out of the shelter. I didn't get going until 7:45 maybe. So super late start, but it was really coming down early. I woke up at 6 and it was just coming down. So I just kind of laid in my tent, or laid in the shelter, and okay, I just jumped off the AT, like a little tiny side trail. And I wonder if this building is open or if it's just bathrooms or what. Okay, there's a little breezeway here. That's something. Bathrooms. And whatever that is closed, I guess. I hope there's water. Nope. And nope. Okay, that bathroom was so warm. Okay, so I've been at Open Arms Hostel for maybe a couple hours now, and it's been really nice. I got some water, got some coffee, ate some breakfast, and I'm headed back to the trail soon. It seems like it's clearing up. Like when I look outside, it's pretty nice down here, but all the mountains, the top of the mountains are all still covered in clouds. So it's like, okay, as soon as I get up there, it's gonna be the same, and that's totally okay. It's not freezing and downpouring, so like it's safe for me to go out. I really don't like to go out when it's really, really cold and the rain is really heavy. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to pick me up today because of my late night last night and just needing water and coffee. So it's really nice of Open Arms Hostel to give me a little day pass and help me get some coffee and warmth for a little bit. And headed back to trail. I'll stop at the El Gualo wayside in like 9 miles, and so probably grab some resupply there. I don't know, I still have 2 dinners So yeah, today I can't really decide. I feel like I'm trying to stay positive about the miles in this section because none of the shelters and stuff line up for a good, like as good options. So today I will either go 15, a little less than 15 more miles. So it'd be an 18-mile day, maybe 19, to stay at a shelter, or I go 25 more miles and then that'll be a 28-mile day. But since I'm not going to be back on the trail until, maybe 11:30, I would be hiking until about 11:30 probably. So to get to that second shelter, so I can do it. So it makes me feel like, well, maybe I should just do it. But I don't want to start a pattern of going to bed really late and then sleeping in. So I'm kind of a little bit annoyed in this, like just with my sleeping spots, it hasn't lined up so that I can get to, even get to a shelter at 9:30 and then cook dinner and then go to sleep. It feels like I will either get to a shelter at like 6:30, which is too early, or 11:30, which is what happened yesterday. It was like the two shelter options were so far apart. And I was planning on setting up my tent actually, but then I just did not find a good spot, and all the comments that usually tell you where the spots are were gone. And so after dark, it's like impossible to find, and when it's all foggy, especially because you can't like look off into the distance very easily. So yeah, I'm gonna be really happy tomorrow when it's sunny, hopefully, because that's what the weather says, it's supposed to be sunny. And just gotta keep making it through, I feel like I want it to be like, okay, 27s, here's my resupply, boom, 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 like keep going. But it's just been a little bit trickier than that, so that's what I'm here for, right? I'm doing this hard thing, so some days are going to be a little bit harder than others, and this is just hard. It feels hard logistically, but it's nice to have places like this where I can just, call them up and say, hey, are you going to be at the, can I get a ride into your hostel and hang out for a couple hours? That sort of thing. So yeah, good things along the way too.
That's funny.
Okay, wait. Look at you guys. It says 21. Why is my pack 21 pounds? I don't know. It must be, I have water, and I pretty much have 2 days of food, so I guess that's fine. Okay, leaving Open Arms Hostel. Allison's driving us back to the trail. It's 12:30. I've gone 3 miles for the day at 12:30. So, I just got back on trail where I got off trail this morning. I went into Open Arms Hostel. Allison picked me up, and I got water and coffee, and I got to look at the map and journal a bit and kind of just come in from being so cold. My hands were just really, really cold, and I think, I was kind of on the edge of like not needing to go in, but I called and she was like, oh, I'm 10 minutes from the gap dropping off hikers, so if you want to come back to the hostel for a day use, you can. And so then I was like, okay, that's just fate right there. I was supposed to go into that hostel, and actually I think it was really good. Allison, the owner, said something really encouraging when we were driving back. Actually, like a lot of encouraging things, but it really just hit home, and I think she was just kind of reminding me to like go after what I want, and like letting go of, but like she said like all these like different things, and so I'm totally gonna butcher what she says. So if you watch this, Allison, and you're like, I didn't really say it like that, I'm sorry, but this is kind of what I took away that like really resonated, was just to believe that what you want is there for you and like is available to you, and there's like letting go of fear and being like present with what you want and going after it, there's like the potential to like let go of resistance, for like resistance to fall away, and just like trust that you're in the exact moment that you're meant to be in. And I think with all of these short days, like I had a 10-mile day, then I had a 28-mile day, then I had a 0 day, then I had a 31-mile day. And now I've had, like, so far it's only been 3 miles. And so I don't know how far I'm going to get today. But I feel more encouraged to just push through, even if it is a big day, because this is kind of what I signed up for, you know? Even if I have to get in late, you know, it's okay. I've faced getting in late before, you know, like I know what it feels like to hike late into the night, and even last night it ended up being okay, even though it was a few hours of like really poor visibility, hiking through the fog and the rain, and being kind of uncomfortable because I was like looking down for hours because I can't see far ahead, and watching your feet and having the umbrella and cold hands and warming them up and then taking the umbrella. Like, it was just kind of an uncomfortable day. Okay, I'm getting to this like next gap where you cross. Hold on. Whew. Okay, so this is Swift Run Gap, I think. Isn't it? No. Thornton Gap? Oh yeah, yesterday was Swift Run Gap. This is Thornton Gap. And this way is Luray. Okay, I crossed that road. Now I'll just wrap up what I was saying, which is basically that I feel like I just had an unexpected reminder that, oh yeah, I actually really feel in alignment. Like I'm on this hike and it feels in alignment with my purpose, with like what my core self wants, because it checks all these boxes, like as far as like being multifaceted in the way that it fulfills me. Like I'm fulfilled by the idea of walking every day, connecting to nature, putting this value, like valuing this land and the trees, the trail, enough to want to be out here for 9 to 10 months. And that feels valuable. It feels like I go out to go within. Like sometimes I feel like the trail helps me build my inner life, like being outside does, because it just will suddenly tap into like spiritual feelings and stuff. So the trail's fulfilling in that way. It's also fulfilling in the energy of, I've been so amazed by people who are able to hike all 3 trails in 1 year. Thought it was fascinating. I've pretty much know about every single person that has information online about their calendar year Triple Crown. Like it's just been the thing that is the next most like, oh my gosh, I really wonder if I could do that. So it has that layer. And then it also has the layer of like, okay, maybe I can show up professionally like with YouTube and really help like build my vocation of like what I want to be doing that also earns me a living. And so, and there's like obviously so much more. There's connecting to people and connecting to yeah, there's so many other things. But I think basically I just feel really aligned on this trip. Like it doesn't feel like I am signing up for just faking it or trying to get attention or doing it for anyone else. I feel just really good. And so I was saying that I feel in alignment with this, and so I felt encouraged leaving Allison because it was like a good reminder that, oh yeah, I'm doing the thing I want to do. I'm in alignment and I don't have to let fear or discouragement start to build up, even if I have like a shorter day. I had a shorter day, so, or whatever, you know, things are going to progress and I'm going to be able to do this. And I don't want to carry fear or discouragement if that doesn't look exactly how I want it to look. You know, even if I don't get it done in 90 days, if it's done in 95 days, that's still an amazing thing, you know? And so I'm still pushing to get it done in roughly 90 days and to land, you know, at Katahdin in June on a specific date. But I am flexible emotionally about it, and also time-wise. There's a little bit more time. It's going to be okay. So I just feel encouraged to just let all my worries go and focus on being present on trail. And then when something's uncomfortable, keep going because I can do it, you know? And keep making smart choices and the trail will show up for me. You know, I feel like it was a gift to go into that hostel when it was so cold, and you know, it was just a good pick-me-up. And that's okay, you know? We all need pick-me-ups, even if I'm attempting to do this really fast thing. Especially, I feel like that's more in line with feminine energy in my mind, in my definition, where it just is like the ebbs and flows of what I need each day, depending on the part of the month and everything. So I want to be all in alignment with that. And from the beginning, these are like the feelings and thoughts that are propelling me forward and making it so I have a good experience and I'm not hating my life or wanting to quit or wanting it to be over or just pushing through with just this like, I have to do this energy. It's like I want the drive without the negativity. So yeah, let's look. It stopped raining. I can see way in front of me. I'll show you. The fog isn't so bad. So maybe it'll actually turn into a beautiful day because that would be very nice. Whew, oh my goodness, you guys, the sun is coming out, has been out for a little bit. I can see the neighboring ridge. So nice. Look at this sun. Sunshine. Yay. So yeah, I'm feeling so thankful for this weather, that it's gotten nicer. It's so hard when it's raining and cold. But yeah, the trail's been smooth and cruisy. I think Shenandoah National Park must have like the smoothest like trails so far. Just consistently very, very smooth. There's some rocky sections, but overall it's just like, wow. So nice. So I'm gonna remember this when I'm in Pennsylvania soon. And there's nothing like this the whole state. Just kidding, but mostly not. Yeah, so there is a trail angel named Kenzie who reached out to me on Instagram, and she's bringing me donuts to the Elk Wallow Wayside. So I'm gonna have like double the moment here with the Elk Wallow Wayside. Its grill isn't open, so I could have just gotten, that's where I've been planning to resupply, but now I'm just like, maybe I'm just gonna wait till Front Royal to resupply because I didn't even eat my dinner last night. So I think I just need some snacks. But yeah, I'm, like I said, trying to carry only 2 days at a time, even if that means going into town and having late nights because I went to resupply. So I didn't resupply when I went in because I didn't need to. And yeah, I'll just grab a few things. I have 2 dinners on me right now. Front Royal is 1 full night away, and then I'll cross the road to get into Front Royal in the morning probably, depending on how far I go tonight. Feeling really good. If the weather stays good, I might just hike late. I do think I have a thorn in my left shoe, so I think it's like hidden underneath my insole, so it only pokes my toe when I push really hard on like an incline. Oh, and getting to see on the other side of the ridge. Let's take a look. Ridge on the right, ridge on the left. Okay, Shenies. Okay. And some blue skies. Wow. Okay, the trail goes this way. This is the way to the wayside. So, almost there. Almost 12 miles. It is so late in the day. Here we are, though. Okay, so I just met up with Kenzie outside of the Elk Wallow wayside, and I'm in her car. Look how big this donut is. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat this. And cheese.
Cheddar bunnies.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Bye. Okay, so I'm just leaving the Elk Wallow wayside. Hanging out with Kenzie was awesome. Super nice trail angel, who is hoping to hike the AT one day and has been getting out on trail a bunch. So we just talked a lot about different vloggers and people that we watch on YouTube, which was really fun. And yeah, she just brought me all these really great snacks. So I ate this massive donut and it was so good. I don't think I've had a better donut in my life. It was so bready and not overly sweet. So that was a really nice treat. I ate some cheese and I packed some cheese, so I didn't even need to buy anything from the wayside, but I did buy an ice cream bar because I have been kind of daydreaming about eating ice cream from one of these waysides. It's a cold day, so it's not going to be as enjoyable. Like, it's getting pretty cold right now. It's 4:30. I've gone 12 miles. I'm hoping to go 12 more, so hopefully I'll get in by 10, but I'll have to pitch my tent and or my tarp. I hope it's not raining, but yeah, I think that could be a good spot. There's no comments now, but when I was planning the other day, Lefty and I looked at the map together, and he was like kind of talking me through it, just like for fun to do it together. And there were comments that said like there's some good sites near Compton Peak, this intersection that's near there, and I think that's 12 or 13 miles from here. Those comments are gone now, so I'll have to keep you posted on what the heck is going on with my far out. I don't know. I've already tried turning on my phone and turning it back on, but yeah, no comments listed currently, but there were some saying there are some spots. So I'm really hoping the rain holds back for the rest of the night because it is already getting cold. So cold and wet is not that fun, but if it happens, it happens. It'll be okay. It was nice we hung out for like an hour. So I've had a lot of downtime today, unexpected downtime today, but I guess that's the trail for you. And I am going to make miles. I am. Of course, the trail's uphill now. I'm taking a bite and breathing. Taking a bite and then breathing. Am I just waiting till the top? No. I'm just eating it anyway. so cool. I feel like I could hear one of these cracking, like it's ready to fall. So let's go quickly. Some cool rocky outcroppings. Oh, this might be a little campground or camping spot back there. Whew, okay, this is what I'm talking about for a view. Haven't seen one of these all day. Wow, it's also windy, so apologies. Wow. Oh, wow, beautiful. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I've been missing out. Wow. Oh. Okay, so a little update about my distance today. I've gone 15.88, and the next shelter that I was talking about earlier is only a couple miles away. So it's either that or like 15 more after that. And so I decided that I'm actually just going to have another short day and only go about 18. So that feels kind of icky when my body feels good, the trail's easy, it's not raining. Part of me is like, just keep night hiking. Go until you find a flat spot and set up your tent. But I really don't want that to be my trail routine because I do need enough sleep each night, and that has to be at least 6 hours. So if I'm not falling asleep till midnight and then also kind of skipping dinner, because that's most likely what would happen if I'm getting in really late, then I'm not getting my calories and I have to wake up late anyway. So I'd rather just reset. Today was just another short day. It will be okay. But then the good thing about this is I just looked at the map, and tomorrow I can go, I think around 28 miles and then stay in a shelter, a nice one. And then I'll go another around 28 miles, maybe 29, and stay in another shelter. And then I'll only be 10 miles out from Harper's Ferry. And it's really important to get to Harper's Ferry like when the ATC is open. Otherwise I have to just bypass signing in and getting that like halfway point moment. So it was so meaningful and memorable getting to Harper's Ferry in 2023. So I'm really looking forward to that. And if I like rush to stay in Harper's Ferry, like if I push my miles over the next 3 days, I could add, I could take away those last 10 miles into Harper's Ferry pretty easily. But by doing that, I'd have to stay in Harper's Ferry for the morning and wait for the ATC to open. So if I stay 10 miles outside of Harper's Ferry or so, then I can wake up, go into Harper's Ferry, have coffee, enjoy the town a little, and then when the ATC opens, I can sign in and then keep going. So I'm kind of sad to not stay in Harper's Ferry, but I just don't think the miles are lining up this time. But I kind of feel good about having this short day today to make that happen. I guess like to get myself back on a regular schedule where I'm waking up early and going to, getting to the shelter around 9:30 or at the latest and kind of having a normal day that way, rather than hiking so late into the night and then sleeping in and then that continuing. So yeah, this week has been a lot lower miles, which I don't feel super energized by that, but I think that, I don't know, I think it's all going to work out, and I'm going to push hard on, the days like tomorrow and the next day and all the other days where it just like really lines up. So, yes, here's to still making it in 90-ish days to the top of Mount Katahdin. Okay, headed toward Gravel Springs Hut. It's like 0.3 away, or 0.2. I think that sign said 0.2, but the app says 0.4, so who knows. But yeah, it feels super weird to be getting to camp this early. But that's okay. It also feels kind of nice. So hopefully I have a little service because that'd be nice to connect. And hopefully I'm just asleep by like 8:30. That'd be great. It's 7, just after 7. So, and my watch says 18 miles. So what a day. Water right at the shelter. I'm gonna get that soon. And then here we are. Wow, another empty one. Yay! Of course it's nice to meet people, but it's also nice to have space. Really pretty. Okay, so yeah, when I get to a shelter, I normally pull out everything and then cook dinner, go to the bathroom, and get in bed. Pretty simple. Oh well, I guess get water is usually before I even get to the shelter, but I'm about to go to the bathroom, get water, and then come back and make dinner. So pulled some stuff out, and everything's close by, so I don't have a problem leaving it, you know, while I go do those other tasks. Okay, I'm all settled in bed and it is 9 o'clock at night. My alarm is set for 5 or just before 5, so pretty much 8 hours of sleep. I'm so thankful to have an 8-hour night on trail. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I had mac and cheese for dinner. There was a very, very brave, rambunctious mouse who crawled on my pack 2 times while I was eating. He was too fast for me to get a video of him, but it was crazy. I've never seen a mouse do that. Hopefully he doesn't come after me in the night, but we'll see. So I'm pretty sure this is the end of day 43, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!